Hey, it's Lisa, and I'm here today to make fashion and beauty simple. Today, I'm going to talk about Lily and Fox nail wraps and show you how to apply them. Let's get started. So I've always been interested in keeping my nails neat, and I love to keep my nails painted, but I was running into a problem because going to the salon for gel polish or for dipping was getting to be rather expensive, and sometimes it didn't last as long, and my nails seemed to be getting in kind of bad condition. So I was trying something new, like most people, whenever the pandemic came around, and I started trying the nail wraps. Those are these little things that are kind of like stickers that you put on your nail, and after you adhere them to your nail, they stay for, 7 days up to 2 weeks, and you can change them very frequently. Well, I tried a couple of different brands, and I found one that I really liked, but the price tag was quite high. It was $7.99 to $9.99 per wearing, which was for me just about 7 days because I enjoy taking them off and on. They don't damage your nails, and I like to change them frequently. It was still quite expensive. So I looked around on the internet and found these particular ones. This brand is called Lily and Fox, and their wraps are just $2.99 for a set. So a set is going to look something like this. There are 14 different ones in here so that you can get the right size. And they send this to you very quickly, by the way, once you order it. They send it to you in a brown envelope, and you open it up, and this is inside. It's so cute. So it says Lily and Fox, and then once you open it, your nails, all of your nail stickers, or I forget, nail wraps, that's what they call it. All of the nail wraps are ready to go. And they have right here the file for you, and they have an orange stick for your cuticles, and then they have a little note. So my little note says, "Welcome back. Thanks so much for placing a second order." And then they give an Instagram account where I can show off my nails, and then an email where I can email them if I need anything. And it's so cute. It's got little emojis of the fox, and it's just adorable. And the very first one that I got also had an origami inside of a fox. It was so cute. I was hoping they would send one again in this packet, but I guess that's just for first timers. So I want to show you how easy it is to do this. Let's go. All right, so there are lots of different designs to choose from, and that is really the first thing that I try to do is choose which design I want. They have some like this. They're different colors. They have some that are kind of matching, but they're not all the same. They just go together. They have all solid colors. And let's see. Look how cute this is with the little confetti. And I love these. I wore these, some similar the other day. Love this. And then you have the ones that are transparent. So we'll do a close-up later on these, but basically they're going to be transparent with something overlay. So I like to choose things like glitter. Like here's one where it's just going to have some glitter on there. And here's another one where it's going to be glitter, just kind of all different directions. Why I picked the transparent ones is because it's very forgiving if you make a mistake. So whenever you make your first order, be sure and choose some that are transparent, and it says right on it that they're transparent. It'll say Lily and Fox, and then it'll say the name of that particular pattern, and then in parentheses transparent. So choose the transparent ones at first. Today I'm not choosing transparent because I'm in love with this one. This is a snakeskin pattern, and I think it's just crazy cute. Okay, so I've got that ready to go. First thing I need to do is clean my hands, make sure my cuticles are all ready to go, and make sure that I take any oil off of my nails. So I like to use these alcohol prep pads, and I just go through and clean my nail, and I always be sure to get into all of those little crevices. All right. Okay, so now we want to put on some magic. This is probably my favorite thing that I have. This is Dashing Diva Red Therapy. You can buy this at Sally Beauty Supply, sometimes at CVS or Walmart or Target, but definitely Sally Beauty Supply, or you can just get it on Amazon. I'll link this product down below as far as for Amazon goes. So I'm going to go ahead and put a light layer across every nail for this one. Okay, all done on that one. Now this just kind of soaks into your nail. I'm not sure what it does. It does not prevent these from adhering to your nails. And whenever you get ready to take off your nails, off the wraps, you can just peel them right off with no damage at all. So that is a really important step for me, and it keeps your nails in very good condition. All right, so let's get started on the good stuff, right? Go ahead and open this up. I don't want to rip any of the nails. There we go. All right, so it's in this little pouch, and I have all of these nails to choose from. So what I do is at first I choose the one for my thumb. It's usually bigger than you think it's going to be. And the portion that is facing out is going to be the one that goes up against your cuticle. So it's almost, for me, it's almost always the largest one that I'm going to use. So I'm going to figure on that, and then for the smallest one, I'm going to take a look, and usually the smallest one goes on my pinky, and then the rest of them go somewhere in the middle. Okay, I start with my nails on the outside of my non-dominant hand because I'm going to be using my dominant hand to work on my nail, and I know I'm not going to be using those nails, those fingers at the end for the rest of the project. Okay, so there's a little cling wrap kind of thing on top, plastic on top, and then they're together like this. You're going to want to just pull that apart, okay? Don't worry if for some reason you pull it apart too far, like up into the color, because unless you have very, very long nails, you're not going to even be using that. So now I'm going to pull it off of the backing. So there's let's pull this off. So this is the backing, and then here is the little nail. This thing is still sticking to me. So I'm going to get as close as I can to the cuticle, and you can take it off and reposition without going over the cuticle. Trust me on this. I have made this mistake many a time. If you go over the cuticle, then whenever you're doing things later, it's going to kind of curl out and it will get caught on things. So let's say you run your fingers through your hair, you come back with hair stuck underneath those little cuticle parts. Your nail basically would be ruined. Okay, so now you want to just rub on it and push it down just with your finger. Now this one, again, is going to be real forgiving because it's kind of it's an odd color. Let's say I tried to do it with just a regular old red or a nice dark solid color. You have to be very careful, just like with red nail polish. You have to be really careful with it. Okay, now comes the important part. You want to pull it ever so slightly out and down. If you pull it, like really pull it out, stretch it out, then whenever you take this off, it'll spring back. So don't do that. They all say in the instructions to pull down. You're really going to want to just barely do that. These are thin enough to where if you pull down, you could probably make it kind of pop off there. But what you do is you take the nail file. This is from a different one, but you could very easily use the one that they have here. And you want to file it off. So you're filing off this other little plastic piece. You don't want to go back and forth. You cannot go back and forth. It will rip the nail. It will rip the nail. It'll rip the, what's this called? Nail wrap. So I'm going to start over here, just kind of real gently do it. It may not come apart the first time. That's okay. And I start on one side. A lot of people say pull it out and kind of together like that. And then file, but you want to go in one direction for the whole thing. So whichever direction is comfortable for you, you choose it and then you just do it. So I'm still going. And I don't want to do it too fast because I don't want to rip anything. Now it's just going to kind of pull away. So I've made enough of a dent in it, as it were. All right, I've got a little bit that kind of hung on the edge there, so I'm going to very gently, going in the same direction, just file it away. And I'm going to go ahead and rub it down, make it look good. And then I've got the first one on. Isn't that cute? I love it. Now, let's say that by accident you do get up around your, up further on your cuticle, which you didn't want to do. Get your little cuticle clippers and kind of pull it back and clip it to fit. Same down here. If it's a little too wide at one section, you just get your cuticle clippers and clip it off and it'll be all good. It'll be all set. Okay, I'm going to put the rest of these on now. I'm going to go from here to here, leaving these pinchers free, and then I'll do the same over here. Then I'll stop and do, this is not gang signs, then I'll stop and do the two fingers that obviously you're going to use the most. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I've got the first 3 fingers, or the last 3 fingers on each hand all done. I'm going to go ahead and do the index and the thumb, index finger and the thumb on my non-dominant hand first, and then on my dominant hand, because of course you're using those, those fingers as you go along. So I'll go ahead and do that part now. Okay, so I've got them all done. I'm pretty happy with them. One thing that I forgot to mention is whenever you are putting these on, you're going to want to be sure and pull out any wrinkles. So you'll just pull them, towards yourself. You'll stick it here at the top, kind of pull it out, and then stick it smoothly on. If there are any bumps, you're going to want to rub those down. Now, how to care for these. In the next 12 to 24 hours, it's good not to put them into any hot water, especially like you don't want to go and take a bath right after and put them into soaking hot water. That's not going to work because they will kind of melt on you. They do adhere good to your actual nail, but it takes a little bit of time. Also, Lily and Fox does recommend on one of their YouTube videos using a overcoat, or a top coat, not an overcoat. Using a top coat on top of these guys, but not one that contains a lot of alcohol, like a quick dry style. I haven't tried that before, but I will try it, and then I will report back to you in the comments how that worked out. Last things is to take a look at all of the colors that we have. We'll go ahead and do a shot of those. Besides that, just enjoy your nails. And oh, we have a coupon. Lily and Fox gave me a code for you guys to use. So you're going to get 1 free wrap with 2 that you purchase online. And you're going to use the code CMNRH and friends. And we'll put that code down below. It is going to expire on 3/21 of 22. Before I go, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of future videos. Until next time, remember, fashion should be simple.